Hey, Steve Post, Postman 68 on my bucket list weekend. I've arrived in Syracuse, New York, and I am loving it. Can't wait to get up to Oswego Speedway. It's going to be a great weekend. Super Dirt Week 53, checking this one off the bucket list. You know, sitting here in Syracuse and thinking about it, what a rich history this area has in motorsports. You know, we think about Indiana, we think about California, Pennsylvania, the Midwest, but man, Syracuse, New York, what a rich history. I mean, we had the mile track here for years, which obviously Super Dirt Week was here, but even back, you think of USAC races and big time racing that this fairground track hosted, and then fairground track went away, but all of the vicinity here, you go north, south, east, or west, and you got modified racing, and that's what this is about. That's what this is about this weekend here at Super Dirt Week. So very exciting. Always enjoy coming to Syracuse. I always think about Syracuse. I came here in March of 2020 to do indoor auto racing, and we got shut down by COVID. I think about, coming through here a lot, going back to Pennsylvania from Fulton, from Brewerton, from Oswego. Sometimes even when we were east or west traffic, we would come across the thruway and into Syracuse and on home down 81. But just such a neat place, and always love coming to Syracuse, and really cool. So what I like to do before I have these race weekends, I'm going to go to a grocery store, get some snacks, get some things, my morning caffeine, that sort of stuff for the hotel room, and then I am headed to the big O Oswego Speedway. Here we are, Oswego Speedway, the Steel Palace. What an amazing racetrack. Track was built in 1951, converted 3/8 mile horse track into a dirt track. In 1952 it was paved, and then in 1961 it was expanded to its present 5/8 mile size. And this place, Super Modified Racing, it's the home of Super Modifieds, and they put on a show here on Saturday nights. If you're in the area or you find yourself in the area, you need to come to Oswego Speedway. So 2016 happens. The state of New York, in their infinite wisdom, decided to take away the mile fairground racetrack. The folks at World Racing Group said, let's put dirt down on Oswego, and this has been the home to Super Dirt Week, and it has been wildly popular. Place is just absolutely amazing. The racing is so good here at the racetrack. Talked to a bunch of drivers in all the divisions, and the racing here on this racetrack, this 5/8 mile clay track, is so good. The other thing that really is neat about it is it's unique in that it no home track advantage here. Everybody comes in, track goes down, it all ends up the same for everybody, and they race here on this 5/8 mile dirt track. Absolutely amazing, this Super Dirt Week event here at Oswego Speedway, and boy, oh boy, have the fans packed into this joint this weekend. They bill this as the biggest party in racing, and they might be right. There are people and camping and race cars everywhere, and I need to qualify this. This is Saturday morning. The Pro Stocks and the 358s have already left, so there are a couple holes in the car area, the race car area, but look at all these campers and look at everybody hanging out here. It's absolutely amazing. And this event, they have so much going on during this event. They have everything from bands that play till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, to live stage shows, to a chapel service, to a cornhole tournament. They have got everything going on here. Racing's biggest party? Yeah, it might be the case. There is a lot of activity going on here on the property of Oswego Speedway. So while this racetrack is alive and buzzing all weekend long, so is the city of Oswego, the port city of Oswego, where the Oswego River meets Lake Ontario. This is a great town, and a great town that absolutely supports their auto racing here. On Wednesday at noon, right through the main drag, they had a parade right through downtown. And when you have a community that supports racing, like this community does, I believe those of us from out of the area need to support the community. So I reached out to the folks. I found 2 great places to eat. There's a place called Rudy's Lakeside. Oh my gosh, I went there and had some fish. It was so ridiculous. And man, oh man, I may have had the best breakfast I've ever had at a place called Wade's Diner. They were slinging food. Everybody from the racetrack was in there. It was so good. So many great places, so many great things here in the Oswego area. But you know me, when I get to a racetrack, it's one of these. Come to Oswego, the Hoffman hot dog. The Hoffman hot dog is classic up here. Okay, I used to get them hand to work. Did you see that? Look at that. Now that's a hot dog right there. That's a hot dog, okay? The Huffman hot dog is a Syracuse hot dog. I used to get them all the time at Weed Sport, Rolling Wheels, when I came up here to Oswego. And man, the snap of these hot dogs. Wow. I love it all. But the Huffman hot dog is amazing. And yeah, I understand I'm doing this under a Bentley Warren car because, well, Bentley's badass. Just like these hot dogs. You know what else is badass? The racing here at Super Dirt Week. Racing started on Friday with the I Love New York 50 for the Pro Stocks with a very special Grand Marshal. Yeah, yours truly. Man, that was fun. Absolutely cool to say the command, to wave the green flag. Really, really cool. And I love the Pro Stock racers. Take a look at some of their racing. Was a racer by the name of Devin Camangon. By the way, Devin, Swagger Factory Apparel, our latest and newest Postman 68 partner. So appreciate Todd coming on board with us. And Devin wearing his fire suit and looking really, really good. Looking good in victory lane. Devin's a great story. Did not start racing until he was 30 years old. And here he is winning on the biggest stage of pro stock racing. That led us to Salute the Troops 150 for the 358 modifieds. Take a look at some of this racing. Friday night nightcapper was Matt Williamson. What a week he had, okay? Blew his engine before qualifying. They had to run all the way to St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, like a 3-hour ride to get the car. Missed qualifying, started the back of his heat, went 24th to 5th in his heat race, which set him 22nd, went 22nd to 1st to win this big race. Matt Williamson was rolling in that car on Friday night. It was so cool to see him overcome those early week challenges. Okay, so we interrupt this racing session for more food because the food on the Speedway grounds is absolutely amazing. This is called Macarola, gourmet mac and cheese, okay? And it's done with the themes of the drivers. Stewart's Mac, Money Mac, Jack's Mac, Lightning Larry's Mac, and Bat Mac, Peter Bread, okay? I had the back Mac because, well, it's bacon mac. Unreal how good this is. So, so good, that's for sure. Fascinating. I love meeting people. I love any people that I've read about, maybe even watched race before. I shot a video on my social media. I come out, guy comes out of the trailer. He says, your voice sounds familiar. We talked about it and everything like that. He said, I raced here. I said, you raced here? Randy Ritzkes. Yeah, raced here. He's a Hall of Famer from this racetrack, and this truck is from Rochester. Randy's here in Oswego. It's a buddy of his, and he runs it here at Super Dirt Week for him. And so cool to catch up with a Hall of Famer, okay? So that's a truck from Rochester. This one, Ruffalo's, this is Oswego. Look at that, right there, Bridge Street in Oswego, okay? 63 years they've been serving it up at their location down here. They've got a truck out here, Italian sausage, Philly cheesesteak, and it is exceptional as well. All right, I know, I said we're going racing. Interrupt the racing, back to our racing, but I'm telling you, the food at the racetrack, the options at the racetrack, so incredible here at Super Dirt Week. All part of the fun of Super Dirt Week. Now, let's get back to racing. All right, back to racing now. Saturday afternoon kicked off with the Great Lakes 75 for the dirt car sportsmen. Woo, man, do those sportsmen go around the racetrack. Check this out. Murdoch. He's just from down the road in Fulton, and man, he did a great job driving that car. Really had that car hooked up at the end of the day, and he really went for it. So we got all three of those features done, and that set us up for the big one, the Billy Whitaker Cars 200 for the Super Dirt Car Series, big block modifieds. Take a look at some of this action. Racing's biggest party, Super Dirt Week 53, and Matt Williamson gets the win. There he is over on the stage. There's the race car here on the front stretch with all the confetti and everything as the celebrating is going on. This is his fourth win of the Super Dirt Series Big Block Show. That puts him in a tie for third all-time wins with Billy Decker and Gary Blue. Good company. One spot behind, Jack. Too. That's pretty awesome. Jack Johnson has 5 wins. Brett Hearn has 6 wins. And what a great finish. What a great weekend. And got some fireworks, so it's going to be fun here as well. So I'm telling you what, Al Hanson's the big winner, but all of us over here at Super Dirt Week, racing's biggest party, were the big winner as well. So what an incredible week here in Oswego, New York. You know, and where it leaves us from here, the thousands of fans that are here and that are not staying here, they're sitting in traffic to get out of here, getting ready to go home. The thousands and thousands of fans that are camping here, they're going to party well into the morning, and tomorrow we're going to wake up, and you know what we're going to do? We're all going to start thinking about Super Dirt Week 54. The countdown is on to Super Dirt Week 54, Oswego Speedway. I'm telling you, it was amazing. So appreciate my friends at Circle B Diecast for their partnership and getting me out to all these racetracks. I want to encourage you to go to a racetrack. If you have 1/100th of the fun that I had this week, you're going to keep going and going and going to the racetrack. Go to the racetrack, folks. I'm Steve Boss, Postman 68, making sure you go to the racetrack, and I will see you at the races.